How did one young man who dropped out of Harvard become a billionaire by putting a computer in almost every home on the planet? It sounds like a movie plot, right? But it's a true story. And the man behind it isn't just any entrepreneur. It's Bill Gates, the visionary who didn't just build a software company. He created the operating system for modern life. The way you work, study, and communicate today was quietly shaped by the decisions he made decades ago. And in today's lesson, you'll discover the story of the high-stakes deal that turned personal computers from a hobbyist's gadget into an essential tool for the entire world. But this isn't just a history lesson. It's a powerful English lesson. By understanding this incredible story, you will master 10 essential vocabulary words like computer, software, and company. We will focus on the simple grammar of the past, simple tense to tell stories about the past. And I will give you practical tips for all 4 skills to help you talk about technology in English. So, let's explore the story of Bill Gates and his vision for Microsoft. Part 1. The Young Dreamers. Our story begins with a very smart young man named Bill Gates. He was born in Seattle, Washington, in the USA. From a very young age, Bill loved computers. In the 1960s and 1970s, computers were not like they are today. They were very big, very expensive, and very rare. Most people did not have a computer at home. But Bill and his friend, Paul Allen, were different. They were fascinated by these amazing machines. They spent all their free time learning how to write computer programs. A program is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to do. Bill and Paul had a big dream, a big vision for the future. Their vision was a computer on every desk and in every home. At the time, this idea sounded crazy, but they truly believed that one day, personal computers would be a part of everyone's life. They knew that all those computers would need software to work. Software is the programs and applications on a computer, and they wanted to be the ones to create that software. Part 2. 1975, while they were still very young, Bill Gates and Paul Allen started their own company. They called it Microsoft. At first, it was a very small company. Then, a few years later, a huge opportunity came. A very big and famous company called IBM was building one of the first personal computers. But their computer was missing a very important part: an operating system. What is an operating system? Think of it like the brain of the computer. It is the most important software that manages everything. Without an operating system, the computer is just a box of metal and wires. IBM needed an operating system for their new computer, and they needed it fast. Bill Gates and Paul Allen heard about this. They went to IBM and made a very bold promise. They said, "We can provide an operating system for your new computer." This was a high-stakes decision. Why? Because at that moment, they didn't actually have one. After making the deal with IBM, they quickly found and bought a simple operating system from another small company. They worked hard to change it and improve it. They called it MS-DOS, which stands for Microsoft Disk Operating System. They sold the right to use MS-DOS to IBM, and this deal became the foundation of Microsoft's success. Part 3. The Windows Revolution. MS-DOS was very successful, but it was not very easy to use. To use a computer with MS-DOS, you had to type text commands on a black screen. It was not very friendly for ordinary people. Bill Gates knew that for his vision of a computer in every home to come true, computers needed to be much easier to use. He was inspired by a new idea, a graphical user interface, or GUI. This meant using pictures, called icons, and a mouse to control the computer instead of just text. So, Microsoft started working on a new, revolutionary operating system. In 1985, they released the first version of Microsoft Windows. With Windows, you could click on icons with a mouse to open programs. It was colorful and much more intuitive. At first, Windows was not a big success. But Bill Gates and Microsoft did not give up. They continued to improve it. With the release of Windows 3 in 1990, and then the incredibly popular Windows 95, Microsoft Windows became the standard operating system for personal computers all over the world. Bill Gates's vision had come true. The company he started with his friend had become a giant, and the world was changed forever. Now, let's explore 10 essential vocabulary words from our story today. A computer, a noun, an electronic machine that can store, find, and arrange information. Spelling: computer. Example 1. Bill Gates's vision was a computer in every home. Example 2. I use my computer for work and to learn English. Software, a noun. The programs used to operate a computer. Spelling: software. Example 1. A computer needs software to work. Example 2. Microsoft is a famous software company. A company. A noun. An organization that sells goods or services in order to make money. Spelling: company. Example 1. Bill Gates and Paul Allen started a company called Microsoft. Example 2. He works for a big technology company. A vision, a noun. An idea or mental image of what the future could be like. Spelling: vision. Example 1. Their vision was a computer on every desk. Example 2. A good leader must have a clear vision for the future. A deal, a noun, an agreement or an arrangement, especially in business. Spelling: deal. Example 1. Microsoft made a very important deal with IBM. Example 2. They finally agreed to the deal after a long negotiation. An operating system, a noun phrase. The most important software that runs on a computer and manages all the other programs. Spelling: OPERATINGSYSTEM. Example 1. Windows is the most popular operating system in the world. Example 2. My computer needs a new operating system. Success, a noun. The achievement of a goal, a person or thing that does well. Spelling: SUCCESS. Example 1. The deal with IBM was the start of Microsoft's success. Example 2. Hard work is the key to success. A partner. A noun. A person who you own a business with. Spelling: PARTNER. Example 1. Bill Gates started Microsoft with his partner, Paul Allen. Example 2. They have been business partners for over 10 years. A founder, a noun, a person who starts a new company or organization. Spelling: FOUNDER. Example 1. Bill Gates is the co-founder of Microsoft. Example 2. The founder of the company is a very inspiring person. Smart, an adjective. Intelligent or clever. Spelling: SMART. Example 1. Bill Gates was a very smart young man. Example 2. That was a very smart decision. Now, let's look at our grammar focus for today. The past simple tense. Because we are telling a story that happened in the past, the past simple is the most important grammar we need. We use it to talk about actions and events that are finished. Remember, for regular verbs, we add ed. Work becomes worked. Start becomes started. Want becomes wanted. But many common verbs are irregular. Their form changes. Be becomes was or were. Have becomes had. Make becomes made. Say becomes said. Let's look at examples from our story. Bill Gates loved regular computers. He had irregular a big dream. They started regular a company. They made irregular a deal with IBM. When you tell any story about the past, you will use this tense all the time. Now, how can you practice? For listening, listen to this episode again. When you hear a verb in the past tense, like started or made, pause the recording and say the word out loud. For speaking, tell your AI partner a very short story, 2-3 sentences, about what you did yesterday. Use the past simple. For example, yesterday, I worked. Then, I watched a movie. For reading, read a simple biography of a famous person. Highlight all the past simple verbs you can find. For writing, go to your AI partner. Write 3 simple sentences in the past simple about Bill Gates. For example, Bill Gates started Microsoft. He had a big vision. He made Windows. Then, ask the AI to check your sentences. Bill Gates' story is a powerful lesson about the importance of having a big vision and being brave enough to chase it. He saw a future that other people could not see, and he worked incredibly hard to make that future a reality. His journey reminds us that sometimes the biggest successes come from the boldest ideas. As we conclude, let's summarize the key takeaways from our lesson. First, we learned the story of how young Bill Gates and Paul Allen started Microsoft with a powerful vision for personal computers. Second, we discovered the story behind the crucial MS-DOS deal with IBM and the revolutionary creation of Windows. Third, we reviewed the grammar of the past simple tense, which is the key to telling stories. And finally, we learned 10 essential vocabulary words for this story. As a review, those words were a computer, software, a company, a vision, a deal, an operating system, success, a partner, a founder, and smart. I hope this lesson has helped your English and inspired you with this incredible story. Thank you for joining me today on Grow English Mastery Podcast. What is one big dream or vision you have for your own future? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this lesson valuable, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode in our series on Bill Gates. Keep learning, keep dreaming big, and I will see you in the next lesson. Until next time, take care and happy learning. Bye for now.